Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with my November HHC swatch video, and this one has a lot of super pretty stuff. It's not as big as it's usually been, but what I thought is really good. And if you're unfamiliar with HHC, it is a pre-order shop. It runs every month from the 14th through the 21st. Things ship out about 3 to 4 weeks after the shop closes on the 21st, and everything you see in this video is exclusive to HHC, meaning you won't be able to get it anywhere else. So without further ado, let's get into the swatches. We'll start with by Dany Vianna and Dark Haru. So every month by Dany Vianna does a duo. You can buy them as a duo or individually. Dark Haru is a white to black solar polish with black and white irregular glitters. Solar polishes are really fun, but as I recently learned, they only really cooperate with particular types of top coat. So I will try to remember to include in the description the ingredients in the top coat you want to avoid. But essentially any top coat that claims to prevent yellowing can prevent the solar pigment from transitioning because it has UV blocking properties. Pretty much all the main top coats I use are not friendly for solars, so I didn't put a top coat on this one. I just wanted to give the full transition for everyone to see. But I think there are a few brands, like I said, I'll try to remember to put them in the description. They are ones that have been tested by other swatchers and content creators to be safe for solars. But anyway, this builds up nicely in 3 coats. And as you can see, when the sun hits it, it deepens up quite a bit. So here it is when it's not in the sun. And then as soon as the sunlight gets on it, it immediately starts turning into this dark gray. I didn't get it fully black, but that's about as dark as I could get it personally on my nails out in the full sun without a top coat. Polish number 2 is Year of the Ox, which is a sheer purple base with green to cyan iridescent shimmers. I am going to show this one on its own, which is probably my preferred way of wearing it. The base is very sheer. It won't build up to full opacity, so this is a great candidate for a topper. But if you're like me, you'll probably like it on its own because it does give a little tint to the nail, and there's a ton of flakes in here, so in all honesty, it builds up pretty well in 3 coats. I did want to show Year of the Ox over Dark Haru for anyone who was curious. It's definitely a fun combo to wear it this way. This beautiful green is cracked polish Tulgey wood. It might be Tulgey wood, but I couldn't find out how to pronounce it. I know it's from Alice in Wonderland, But at any rate, this one is super pretty. It's a continuation of the Down the Indie Rabbit Hole series. And Monique says, falling in love with the indie nail polish world is like discovering a hidden gem in the forest. This creation, Tulgey wood, embodies that magic. It's a rich moss green, flecked with delicate green shimmers, and it captures the cozy, enchanting feel of a forest in winter. This is definitely perfect for the holiday season. It glows so beautifully. So this one is fantastic in 2 coats. I don't foresee many people needing more than 2, but definitely use a top coat to gloss it up. This honestly looks like some sort of emerald on the nail. It is absolutely fantastic, so beautiful. I did not experience any staining, and again, the shimmer makes this look like it's glowing from within. Next up is Moonshine Manny from Blood and Ash. This one is so vibrant and bright. It's a continuation of their Romantasy series, which is, I guess, romance fantasy novels. And it's described as an intense, hot red filled with iridescent sunset flakes, violet to red multichrome flakes, and black matte flakes. This formula is really nice, very easy to work with, and it's so bright. Honestly, it's even brighter than my camera is picking up. It also has a slightly jelly-ish formula, so it gives it that squish factor. You might be good with it in 2 coats, but I felt like after my second coat dried down, I wanted to add a third just to increase the concentration of flakes as well as intensify that jelly, fiery hot red base color. Now it does dry down a tiny bit, textured like the tiniest bit because of the flakes, but 1 layer of top coat will totally smooth it out, and I will recommend a base coat just in case for staining. I didn't use one and I removed it pretty fast, but it might if you're prone to staining, so just take note of that. Moving along, we have Paint It Pretty polish. This one is called the Joker, and it's a continuation of their roller coaster series. It's inspired by the Joker at Six Flags, which is apparently a really kind of crappy ride, according to my friend on Theme Park Crazy, the YouTube channel. Anyway, this is a purple-based polish with a grass green to grape purple shimmer. The shimmer in here is very strong, and it's a beautiful contrast to the base color. As always, I love the Paint It Pretty polish formula. It's so easy to work with, and I will recommend 2 to 3 coats here. You might get away with 2 if you have really short nails like me, but if you paint in very thin coats like I did on my middle finger, you're likely going to need 3 coats. So I am leaving it in 2 on my index, 2 thicker coats, and then 3 very thin coats on my middle finger. It does dry very, very, very shiny, but of course, still recommend top coat. And here you can see the shimmer is super sparkly. It catches the light beautifully and shifts around so much. It also really matches the inspiration. Next up, we're going to take a look at the 2 Penelope Luz offerings. So again, like by Dany Vianna, they do this as either a duo where you get both at a slightly discounted price, or you can buy them individually. First up is Hathor, and this is described as a dark, deep purple. There's definitely some purple shimmer in here, and it is kind of shifty on its own. It's definitely glowy. The formula is beautiful. It deepens up quickly and reaches opacity in 2 coats. I did not experience any staining with this one. And you can see it dries quite shiny on its own. The other polish from Penelope Luz is Mother Goddess, and Mother Goddess is a pink, orange, gold, green multi-chrome polish, which can be worn on its own, as I'm going to show here on my thumb, but the real magic happens when you use it as a topper over Hathor. I really like the addition of the tiny holographic glitter in there. It's not included in the description, but I definitely see some hollow glitter, maybe gold. It's really tiny, it doesn't dry with any texture, and it just adds this gorgeous dimension to the nail polish. Now, as a topper over Hathor, this just creates a ridiculous shift. I imagine that if you just wanted to grab Mother Goddess and put it over any other deep purple or even a black, it's going to give you that same pop of shimmer. But the 2 of them together is all I can vouch for, and it looks absolutely incredible when worn together. The top coat here is definitely for longevity because it does dry very shiny on its own, but I still always recommend top coat. I sound like a broken record, but nothing worse than untop coated nails. And hopefully you can see what I mean with these shifts. They're ridiculous, super intense. I love that green, love the gold. It's really phenomenal. And last but definitely not least, we have Sassy Sauce Polish with Here Kitty Kitty. This is a continuation of their shoes series, and it's inspired by a pair of leopard shoes. The polish itself is described as a metallic like sand shade with copper gold shimmer. When magnetized, it changes into an amber background with a strong copper red shimmer and a champagne gold cat eye effect. The formulation here is really nice, very easy to work with, really good opacity as well. I think most people will be happy with this in 2 coats, and you can see it here with the cat eye effect. And now I'm going to show it with the velvet, aka horseshoe magnet effect. This is a really sort of sophisticated neutral with a twist. Obviously, it's probably still not work appropriate, but I mean, that is if you're in an environment where you have to wear no nail polish or work appropriate nail polish, that would destroy me. But this is beautiful. It dries super shiny, but of course I'm still applying my top coat, and I really love both magnet styles. So definitely choose which one you like best, or you can wear it unmagnetized, which is how you are seeing it on my pinky. My top picks this month are going to be the Paint It Pretty polish. Again, obsessed with the roller coaster theme. Really, really love the color on this one, and obviously it's very timely because it's also the Joker movie came out with Lady Gaga, which apparently didn't do very well, but I am a little monster, so I feel like I should see it just to support Mother Monster. But my other favorites are the Penelope Luz, specifically the 2 polishes together. I know that that's like a little extra, but when you layer those 2 polishes together, it is like magic. I could not stop staring at my nails, and it really, really, really excited me. So definitely recommend that duo. And I don't think my bottle has a label, but the by Dany Vianna flaky topper-esque polish, you could wear it on its own. I do show it on its own, but I just love it. I love that blue and the purple and the flakes, and it's just super pretty, and I am a sucker for those shades. So let me know in the comments what you think of the offerings for this month. Again, I had a small little video, but I am excited to personally check out the HHC shop and see what's in there, because I might be tempted to pick things up for myself. That's it for me. Have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.